Hey shooters, welcome to the Shooters Resource Channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing of the Staccato C2 Duo. I don't normally do unboxings on the channel, and I don't always buy all the firearms you see, but this was one I purchased and I did a lot of research beforehand. The reason why I want to do an unboxing on this is because I wasn't able to find all the information on the internet about what comes with the pistol, especially around the Dawson's Universal Optics system, or the Duo part. So I want to show you exactly what comes in the box. It's a very feature-rich pistol. I'll be doing an initial impression video where I actually do some shooting coming up this weekend, and then I'll follow it up with probably a first match impression and later a 1,000-round full review of the pistol. This is a gun that I plan to keep and carry and run in competition for a while, so you'll see it on the channel quite a bit. And before we get started, go ahead and take a second. Hit that like and subscribe button. Support the channel. Thank you guys. Alright, so it comes in this really nice bag. It's got really heavy duty zippers, and this would make for a great range bag. You see that the zippers also have a locking feature, so when you align them, you can place a lock on the bag, which is kind of cool. I guess I'll probably never use this bag for that, but I might use it for range bag. Now in the bag it does come with 3 magazines, which are nice. These are 16-round magazines. It's got this nice Built for Heroes, made in Texas symbol, made in the USA. You've got the firearm here. You see I've got my TLR7A flashlight, which is my flashlight of choice, on here, just because I've already been placing it in my holster and practicing some dry fire with it. Now if you look, so again, just a great high quality bag that the gun comes in. But if you look in here, in this pouch, this is where some of the different extras come. So it's nice that the gun comes with 3 mags. But if you look at what comes inside of the pouch, you get a lot of the paperwork that you get with regular firearms. You do get some lube. So this is high performance precision gun oil. And the rest of this stuff is just information about the firearm, owner's manual, safety equipment, things of that nature. Get your lock. You do get a quality certificate that it was quality inspected, as well as a 3-shot group just showing that it's on point. So there you go. Some fiber optic cables there, replacement. And what's cool about this is I buy a lot of fiber optic sites. However, this one includes a red, a green, but it also includes a white and a black. So you essentially can go to blacked out front sight, a white dot, or red or green, whichever one you prefer. Said lock. So now let's get to the part I wanted to look at, which is the Dawson's Universal Optics system. This is pretty cool right here. Alright, let's look at what's inside of the Duo kit, the Dawson Universal Optics kit. So there's a legend that comes with it inside the bag, and it shows you that this kit is for the RMR, SRO, so those are both Trijicon optics, the Holosun 507C and 508T kit. And for those, you'll use bag number 1, which contains 2 through 5. And then there's the Dawson Delta Point kit, and this is the optic that I'm going to install, the Delta Point, and that's bag 6, which contains items or bags 7, 8, and 11. And then you have bag 9 and bag 10, and we'll look at all of those. Now I was originally going to spend a little less money and get the non-optics version of the Staccato C2 and send it off and be machined for a specific optic. But I decided to go with the Duo option because this opens up the number of optics I can run on this particular gun, and I can also, at a later date, if I choose to, resell this gun without an optic on it and be perfectly fine. Because a lot of times when you mill a gun for an optic, folks don't want to buy the gun if you don't sell it with the optic later on. Alright, so now let's look at what's inside. So the first one we'll look at is bag 1. So bag 1 has the contents as shown. Let's dump them out real quick and see exactly what they're made up of. Alright, so In bag 1, you have bag 2. And bag 2 essentially had some Loctite, and it has the actual plate for the RMR. So this would be your RMR, and it has the rear sight right there. It says, caution, you must always clean screws and use the Loctite provided to keep the adapter and cover plates in place. Without it, they could fly off and cause potential harm. You only need a few drops on the screw threads. So there you go. That is for the RMR mount. And then you also receive some machine screws in bag 3, which there is bag 3. And in bag 4, you have the RMR Re-Zero positioning pins. So if you're familiar, on the bottom of an RMR, along with several other options, it requires pins for locating. So that's what those are. And then you have some Allen keys that are geared towards installing the optic. So it gives you everything you need to install either the RMR SRO Holosun 507C or 508T all in one kind of bag or kit, which makes it pretty easy. And then let's look at the other, or what's left in the bag. So we have bags 6, and what bag 6 is for the Delta Point Pro, which is what I'll be installing. It's a little, quite a few less parts, but it's essentially a lot of the same stuff. So if you're familiar with the Delta Point, it has a rear sight that goes on the rear of it, and they provide you that rear sight. So I'm pretty pleased with that because I didn't have that rear sight available for my Delta Point. So that's what number 7 is the rear sight that mounts to the back of the Delta Point. And then you have bag 8, which are your positioning pins. Delta Point, like the RMR, also requires pins for locating. And then number 11, we have some screws. So these are just set screws that are used to replace factory Delta Point iron sight accessory lock screws. So these screws are part of installing the replacement iron sight. So that's pretty nice that it comes with these things, again, kind of pre-packaged, and it makes installation really easy. All right, so that's all I wanted to cover. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Looking at the Staccato, it's a great gun. It does come with this little chamber, clear chamber indicator. This gun is just amazing. I've already been playing with it quite a bit with the trigger. Reset. This gun's going to run really fast. It's amazing to have a 1911 setup with a double stack magazine, and to have 3 magazines that are 16 rounds each in the bag is just, it's going to be a game changer. You guys stay on the lookout. Within a few days, I'll have the initial impression video where I'm going to run, 200 or 300 rounds through the gun, give you my initial impressions, and then shortly after, I'll be running a match here towards the beginning of next month. The Staccato C2 Duo. Just want to show you guys what was in the box. Greatly appreciate your time. If you haven't already, go ahead and take a second, hit that like and subscribe button.